Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Plan B Success, episode 12. On today's episode, we're going to discuss Superman and Superwoman. Yes, superpowers is what we're going to discuss today. But before I get there, let me talk a little bit about something that I saw on LinkedIn today. It had some kind of a survey that mentioned that happier employees can improve the bottom line of an organization. And the article talked about how they believe that that could be true, and it sounded like they thought it was a paradox, and I'm kind of surprised. Happy employees equals better health of the company equals better revenues equals better profits. It's, I think, as simple as that. Goes back to culture, goes back to people, goes back to how happy are they in their roles, and are they really doing the roles that they like, or are they fit into roles that they do not like but are expected to do of it. I think happier employees equals a happier company. Coming back to what we were talking about, superpowers, what I'd like to do today is tell you a story. But before I do that, let me ask you, what if I told you that you have superpowers? What would you say? Now, I've asked this question of many people and I've got mixed responses. Some of them are, really? You think I have superpowers? What do you see in me? Whereas there have been people that are like, no, 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 no. I don't have any superpowers. I'm just an ordinary person. I just keep doing my job. Well, the extremes are there and extremes are many, but let me tell you and assure you that yes, you do have superpowers. Everybody has superpowers. I have mine, you have yours. They might not be the same, but that's what makes us unique. Coming to superpowers, ability to listen to people, ability to negotiate, ability to take decisions, ability to talk and inspire, ability to write and inspire, ability to do a job well, being analytical. All of these are superpowers, and they're absolute superpowers that set you apart from everyone else. You have a superpower when you enjoy what you do, and when others think you're good at it, and they want more of it from you. So when you have to look into yourself and connect with yourself in order to say, do I have a superpower or not? Look at what you enjoy. It could be a profession, it could be a hobby, but what do you really enjoy? What do you like doing where time doesn't matter and you could be doing it for hours together and time seems to fly by? That's your superpower. What do you think others like in you? What do they come back and appreciate you for? That could be your superpower too. So if you don't know what your superpowers are, keep a keen eye and ear out there and you will, rest assured, find it really soon. Now, coming back to the story that I was talking about, before we had the Avengers and Superman and Batman and Spiderman and all of these, several centuries ago, there was also a superhuman, well, not a superhuman, but a super being in the mythology in India, in the story of Ramayana. And for those of you that are curious, you can go and Google it up and you probably will find quite a few articles and in fact even the story out there. But in the story of Ramayana, which is the story of Prince Ram and his wife Sita, and how they were sent to the jungles on exile for 14 years. And while they were out there, an evil king called Ravana kidnaps Sita and takes her away to his kingdom. And Ram goes out in search of Sita, and on the way he finds Hanuman, a monkey god. Well, a monkey god who's there with a group of other monkeys from a nearby monkey kingdom. And Hanuman is supposed to be the most ardent devotee of Ram throughout existence, and he promises to help Ram find Sita. Then, with the help of the other monkey kings, they dispatch groups of monkeys in 4 different directions in search of Sita. And Hanuman happens to join the one that goes down south, and they go to the tip of India and they do not find Sita. As a result, everybody's disappointed and dismayed and sitting at the tip of India thinking what to do. Then they realize that there's an island kingdom several hundred miles down the tip in the middle of the sea. How to go and get there and take a look around. And no one is confident of doing it because no one believes they can make such a big jump or swim or even fly to the island. Then one of the leaders of that entourage, who's an old bear, suggests that Hanuman do it. Hanuman is perplexed. He says, I don't have those kinds of skills to go and find Sita there. And then the bear reminds him of his strengths. He tells him stories from his childhood when, as a child, when he felt hungry and he looked around and he saw the sun, he mistook it for a fruit and started flying towards the sun to take a bite. And there are other stories like that. He reminds him that he has these special powers where he can increase in size or decrease in size as he wants. He can make the longest jump ever, and he can even fly. Now, once Hanuman comes to realize of all his strengths, he takes blessings from those around him, then increases in his size and jumps and flies in the air towards the kingdom of Lanka. He goes and searches for Sita. He finds her. He passes the message of Ram to her. He takes her message that she's waiting for Ram to come and defeat the evil king Ravana and take her back. And then he also does other things out there in terms of getting caught and then setting that entire kingdom on fire before he leaves and comes back to his entourage before they go and tell Ram that they found Sita. Now that's one part of the story of Ramayana, and if you're curious, you can look it up and I'm sure you'll find it. But the reason I tell you this is that Hanuman did not know of his superpowers until somebody told him. He needed a coach. He needed somebody to remind him that he indeed had superpowers and he could use them. Similarly, you, my friend, also have superpowers. You need to look inside yourself to identify them. You need a coach too. And by a coach, I don't mean a professional one only. It could be a peer, it could be a partner, it could be a family member, someone who can motivate you, someone who you can listen to, and someone who does point things out in you, the good, bad, and the ugly. And you should be welcoming all kind of feedback coming your way so that you can trust this person and take them at their word and identify your superpowers and connect with them. That's why the importance of coach. You see, in life, we all do something situationally. You end up in a job situationally, you go to school situationally. You might be doing something that you love or might not. If you do something that you love, you're one of the lucky ones who's doing something you love and probably making an income out of it. If not, probably you have a hobby on the side. But you might be in a job that if you do not love, then you got to find ways and means of things that might interest you in a job to love it, or you might need to find yourself a job that you love and enjoy. During difficult times, what keeps us going, what keeps us patient and in wait, and what keeps us sane are dreams. And dreams are very important when you're in situations that you're trying to get out of and turn them into reality. Now, no one can do this for you. No one can identify and connect with these super strengths for you except yourself. You are the one who needs to discover this. You are the one who needs to keep an eye out for what others can see in you. And you should be the one who's able to find them, mark them out, work with a coach, and then finally exercise your superpowers to help others. When you help others, that's how you become successful. Being too successful could lead to arrogance. Failing too much could lead to disappointments, disillusionment, and perhaps even depression. So somewhere in between is where most of the people lie all the time. And it's important to strive, but at the same time to be humble. So my friend, I'd like to end by saying that you have superpowers, and I am reminding you of them, that you do have superpowers. Go out and find yours and go win over the world. If you do enjoy what you hear, please be sure to subscribe on any of your favorite platforms or at www.planb.live, and do leave a comment and do leave a review. Thank you very much.